What's going on, Muscle Science and Application listeners? John Bossi here at the 2014 Mr. Olympia Expo, and I got a very special guest with me, Dmitry Klokov, all the way from Russia. Dmitry's been here doing some awesome demos over at the Risto Sports booth, and just putting on a real clinic, and it's impressive to see because you're currently kind of in a tapered phase of training. You know, that you're not full competition mode in your training, but you're still moving some very impressive numbers. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about how you set up programming for your training like now versus the year leading up to, say, 2016.
You must understand that now I'm not really training. Right. Last 8.5 months I traveling, doing seminar, coaching people how doing correct snatch, clean and jerk, and this is 26 countries for last 8.5 months. Of course I can't training 100%. This is different. When I prepare for competition, I train Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2 training sessions per day. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 1 training session, and Sunday break. If we speak about Monday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, first training session, 5 exercises for snatch, different exercise, muscle snatch, press snatch, grip behind the neck. This is for for first exercise, for warm up. Second exercise, this is different snatch, hang snatch, deficit snatch, full snatch. Third is different deadlifts. Again, for Monday maybe a normal deadlift, snatch grip. For Wednesday, this deficit deadlift, snatch grip. This deadlift for snatch grip. Yeah. For exercise, this traps, high pull, very important because. Maybe 99% of people who train, who doing snatch, clean and jerk, train his legs, his back, but never train traps. This biggest mistake, because what happens in contact? In contact, you use your legs and your back, yeah, together. But what next? Bar go up, and what? If your traps not strong enough, you can't lift higher. But for us, important in snatch, lift higher, maximum higher. Right. Yeah. In Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, we're doing power training. Powers, deadlift again, squat, different presses. We're doing only 3 times per week squats only, and I recommend it for all people who training in snatch and clean and jerk. I recommend it front squat. Front squat.
So maybe you can tell us also about, you do so many unique lifts. If people like follow you on Instagram, they're aware of this. You know, like yesterday I watched you at the demo, you do this snatch where you just sit there and pause for like, it seems like 15 seconds go by. How do you incorporate those things into your training?
This easy weight for me. Right. This may be a big weight for you, you think it's big weight, but if we take, for example, snatch with pause, yesterday this was 170, yeah? But my best, 190. Of course, this is easy for me. Right. Yeah, it's all. Same with snatch today. It is slow deadlift. That's slow snatch, slow deadlift. Yeah. This is 165, but my best 175. Right.
Okay. So you do so many of these things. Like you do some stuff with your daughter, and just very creative, different styles of lifting. Are those things that you do purely just for the show, kind of for fun for Instagram, or do you program those into your routine?
No, of course this is not program, deadlift with daughter, of course no. But all people in my age, maybe more, who have more age, have children. Right. And if you want what your children go in gym, think about sport, what sport is good, you must take sometimes your son, your daughter in gym, and your daughter must check what your father doing. Yes, you must touch plates, touch rope, yes, jump rope, something else, balls. This must be like lifestyle. Right. And when we're young, when you children or school, yeah, what your father, what your mother demonstrate for you, what your friends demonstrate for you, stay here. If I demonstrate for my daughter gym, of course this is good for her. And of course I demonstrate this for people because this lifestyle, this must be lifestyle. This is my life. This is my life. always in gym, all time.
Nice. So what about even like some of the stuff that does look a little more traditional but is still very impressive, like the pause snatch, and you're doing like the snatch grip RDLs, and like some of these things that maybe not all weightlifters are doing, and even I've heard you do a lot of deficit work, like things like that. How do you program those kind of things in?
For me, biggest problem in the world for coaching people doing snatch and clean and jerk, what people and coaches coaching only technique. For me, this not good, because if your muscles not ready for doing correct technique, you can't. If you lift your bottom too fast in snatch or in clean, all people understand where is the problem. Yeah. But I ask why this happens, and people don't understand 100%. Right. And why this happens? If your bottom go up faster as your legs, not go up together, this is because your legs not strong enough, and you must train your legs. Right. And when I traveling with my seminars, I coaching people how doing correct accessory exercises, because I'm doing squat, you're doing squat, all people here doing squat, but we have different legs. Right. All people doing presses, but we have different arms. Yes, and if people invite me as weightlifters, I coaching people how doing correct squat, deadlift, and press, and another exercise for weightlifters. Right. Sorry.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yes, definitely. So what I like about that approach is that it's funny, there's bodybuilders and powerlifters and weightlifters, and I think each one can kind of learn some things from the other. So in this case, it's certainly not bodybuilding, but you're taking that approach of looking for where are the weak points, where are the weak links, and how can we bring those up to make the overall lift work correctly. And that sounds like what you do.
No, 100% understand what you mean.
Right. So bodybuilding, they say, oh, I want to build my traps or my biceps or different muscles. You're kind of taking that approach to the lifts to bring up the muscles that need to be stronger to make the lift.
Of course. Yeah. Same bodybuilders looks in the mirror and understand, okay, this muscle not big enough. Right. Yes. Same situation with me. When I watching how people, my friend or something else lift, I understand what I must demonstrate for him, recommend it for him, because I'm 20 years in weightlifting. My father before me, 20 years in weightlifting too. 40 years in total in weightlifting. Of course, some we understand.
Right, that's cool.
Some little part.
Right. And one thing that's cool about you too is it's like, I think a lot of weightlifters, they have very big legs, and maybe they don't have the balanced upper body. And I think your physique is a little more almost not like a bodybuilder, but you're very well developed. What do you attribute that to? Is it kind of genetic, or are there certain things you do to train to have a good upper body also?
Of course, if I said this is not genetic, this is something else, of course it's not true. All people who here really professional, really famous bodybuilders, this is genetics. 60% genetics. And another one, this is supplement, this is very important normal food. Right. Food, because what you eat. If you go in a supermarket and buy cheap chicken, what inside? Right. You understand? This is like bullshit. If you go in another shop, expensive shop, very good quality, organic, you understand? This is another food. It's another food. And my father was very rich man when I was young, and when I grow, I eat very good food, because my father spent a lot of money for food, for drink, for water, you understand me? And now, of course, this I continue. Not every time. Anytime I go in McDonald's, why not? Sometimes this is like drugs. All people sometimes go in McDonald's. Yes, of course I sometimes go too. But if we speak about weightlifters, why I look like not weightlifters 100%? This is because for weightlifters important his body weight only before competition, only 5 days before competition or on competition. After competition, my friends forget about weightlifting and start eat everything. For me, this is not finishing, because I go in TV show, Splash, Dancing with the Star, a lot of TV show in Russian, and people want looks this body. I can't be fat. Yeah, I can't be fat Klokov.
I was just gonna say no fat Klokov.
No fat Klokov.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So maybe you can tell us a little bit how some of those things come about. I think in Russia, obviously, these TV appearances and stuff is very common and understandable. Everyone knows who you are. But Dancing with the Stars and some of these things that you've done here in the United States, how did those opportunities come about? It's really cool.
Why I go in TV show?
Yeah.
For what?
How did they find you? Like for US and Dancing with the Stars, did you approach them or they approach you?
For me, this is interesting. For me, I understand what is a show business.
Right.
This is very important. When you go, for example, for a TV program, for production, when people make production, a lot of minutes, a lot of hours go in the camera, yeah. And if you not give some very important words, very important movement, you understand what? Yeah. Like scandal. Like something very interesting, very good for rating. Yeah. You never go in post-production. Yeah. You must understand this. And I understand. This is why I go in first time in one TV show, give a lot of information for camera, and of course I continue because I'm interested for TV channel. Nice. In Russian.
So you make a good impression, and then they come looking for you after that.
I hope when people watching TV show with me, and all people understand what this is weightlifter. Yeah. This is weightlifter, and 100 meters from this place, 100 meters Arnold Schwarzenegger. All people who here know who is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Right. Yes, the same situation for Russian children, for Russian student. If you demonstrate lifestyle, yeah. If you demonstrate good body, good style, yeah, these people won't continue, repeat you. Yes, this is why Arnold Schwarzenegger is most popular in the world, because all people want to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Same with me. Yeah. This is my idol. Yeah. Yeah.
That's very cool. Maybe you can tell us about, we were talking about nutrition a little bit earlier. What is like a typical day of eating look for you? Like I'm sure when it's busy like this, it's maybe not typical, but when you're home in your normal environment, when you wake up to go to bed, like what does your day look like eating?
About nutrition. About nutrition, this is a difficult question because when we prepare for competition, we use of course everything, because this is like maximum. This is like cosmos. A snatch up 200 kilos, this is cosmos. Yeah. And you must use a lot of things, but not too much. Why weightlifters not bigger? It's really not big, because we use supplement. Maybe we take a bottle, okay, 3 tablets before training. Maybe we use 4 maximum, not more. Some people who train here, really bodybuilders, if here write 3, or maybe this is 10, maybe 12. Not weightlifters. Weightlifters use a little bit more as recommended yeah. And this one very important thing for me. If you have, this is I recommended for people. If you have big training, of course you must use a little bit more pre-workout before training, and a little bit more supplement for recovery, amino acid, BCA, and something else, little bit more, because you have big training. Right. But if you have little training, not use same. Yeah. Because if you eat every time same portion, yeah. It's not good for your body. Yeah. It's not good for your body because this is like normal. It's not stress for your body. Training must be stress for your body, and supplement must be stress for your body, because you help for your body. This is helps.
Yeah. So what are, when you're here in the USA, what are some American foods that you like to eat? You mentioned McDonald's earlier, joking, but
this is very difficult. Yeah. It's very difficult because a lot of restaurants, this is American food, and when I traveling in America, I eat American food. When I come back in Russian, I eat Russian food. Yeah. When I eat trip, I eat food from countries. If I'm in America, I use American food. If I go in next month in Canada, I will be use what people use in eat in Canada.
Nice. So you're a world traveler, really getting around to a lot of different countries. And one of the things that you do that's really unique is you have your Winter Sportswear company, kind of your own brands. I think a lot of people, they seek sponsorships and things like that, and you're kind of doing your own thing. Maybe you can tell us about your just philosophy with having your own companies instead of being sponsored by someone else.
About my sponsors. In 2006, I think, okay, I want doing sportswear. What brand? What name of brands? Oh, Winner, bled. Yeah. I go in agency, patent agency, and said, okay, I want Winner name. I give a logo with Winner. See, come on, this is 0%. You understand me? 0%. This is unbelievable. Sportswear Winner. No, come on. Yeah. I said, okay, we try. Yeah. And after 1 month, she said, okay, this is good, this is free, and you can use, and we start registration this month. Oh, this is why I now continue doing this, because this is my dream from 2006. And now I'm doing little bit more, some reps, knees reps, wrist reps, knee sleeves, a lot of things. Maybe pair weightlifting shoes. This is why we start doing partnership with Again Faster, because I'm 20 years in weightlifting. I use a lot of things, and I understand what's best. And when I order something from factory, for wrist straps or knee straps, I use what I recommended, what I want recommended for people. And I recommended why I sell this one. Why? Why not another one? I can order everything for factory, yes? More rubber, more something else, but I order more cotton. Why? Because, yes? Same situation with Again Faster. For 20 years I use a lot of equipment, and some equipment broken, some equipment I don't like knurling, some don't like bumpers, something else. And when Again Faster said me 6-7 months ago, you want to do your personal barbell, you can use our money, you can use our designers, engineers, whatever you want. If you want to do best barbell in the world, okay, you can. Okay, of course I want. And we work together 7 months, and now we only start demonstrate something change, because like brand Mercedes, this is maybe 200 years, I don't know. Yeah. Yes, and of course 100 years something broken, now better, yes. Same with us. We start, we use all the best what we have for this moment, right. And we want to do something better. Right. Go forward. That's cool. Be winner.
Dude, we're like thinking the exact same thing. I was just gonna say, like, yes, winners. Yes, be winners. That's awesome. So final questions I have just relate to competition day. So to be a winner, like, what is going on in your head? Like, you know, an actual competition day, the things you do in your mind to get ready for each attempt, things like that.
Yeah, I can't give you answer for 5 seconds, yeah. Because this is 20 years. Right. I train Igor Zaripov 7 months. His muscles big. He's strong, yeah. But here little bit slower. Your muscles grow faster. Your body develops faster as your mind. Right. And this is long time. It's not 1 year. It's not 2 years. This is long time. I can't something recommend it for you, just some words. No, this is.
So maybe it's hard to recommend for a new person, but for you personally, what do you do in your head to prepare?
I always recommend it for people when I'm traveling and doing seminar. Now I understand. After 20 years, I understand. You must drink how you feel. You must train how you feel. You must eat how you feel. You must recover how you feel. You must drink all how you feel. Because, for example, if I training how I feel, if I listen my body, maybe 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I will be more safe, because I have broken all my body, because this is professional sport. This is cosmos. This is biggest weights. Yes, we're training every time. Yes, and sometimes you rush too much. You go on the weight, but you're not ready. You have little injury. You have no good muscles like this. Something no good, not fresh. But you go because you too rush. A lot of adrenaline go in your head. You don't understand what happens with your body, and you broken your body. You must listen to your body. If your body good, okay, you can go for big weight. If you're not good, stay on the bench. You come back tomorrow and you go again. Same situation with it. If you want to be bigger, you don't need eat 2 kilos of meat for lunch, because if you eat 2 kilos for lunch, maybe 2 kilos on dinner, or in next day when you see beef, you see. Yes, right. Same with rowing. It's a very. I said this example every time. If we're sitting now with you, we're sitting in rowing, and we'll be doing 10 kilometers rowing. When we go tomorrow and watching rowing machine, yes, we need 1 week for rest. Yeah. You don't need every day rowing, but maybe 1 kilometers, maybe 1.5 kilometers. Same with food. Yes. Eat maybe offer little bit, but offer.
So it's like periodization, like with periodization training, changing things up.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Right. So how about you on an actual competition day when you're lifting and they say Klokov is up next, your attempt, and you have 15 seconds to get yourself excited and ready to go lift. What do you do for that?
For 99% of people who compete, competition, this is exam. Yeah. For me, this is like holiday, like you understand, celebration. Yeah. Yes, I go and I like people. I work for people. I lift for people, and sometimes I rush for people too. Yeah. It's comfortable for me. I'm not doing something special. No, I just go and doing my work at my job, because I doing my job very good. I can doing something extra. Some play for people, some play for visitors. Yeah. Because I ready for lift big weight. I ready very good.
Nice. No, it's good advice, and I find a lot of the different people I interview, sometimes people think, oh, this, world champion has all these secrets and all these different things, and so many times it's just the basics.
Of course, yeah. Some people want knows some secret, but no understand easy things, basic things, and you must start use and understanding basic things. Basic. This is why I'm traveling now, doing like seminars level 1, because CrossFit, and this is like beginners in weightlifting. Yes, this is beginners, not professional. And I said every time, I can give more information for you. I know a lot of things, very interesting things. But if I give you really professional information now, this will be too much for you. I coaching people 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, but all basic things, because this is very important. It's very important.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. My final question, yesterday a friend of mine asked me, she said, make sure to ask him if he ever plans on competing in CrossFit.
Oh, a lot of people ask me, you won't continue competing in weightlifting? I said, if I won't compete, if I start training, prepare for competition for Olympic Games, I must finishing my business, I must finishing my tour, I must finishing everything what I start doing for last 1.5 years. This is a lot of things. And the same situation with CrossFit. If I think about CrossFit, I think about Rich Froning. I think about Jason Kalipa, because I not best lifters in weightlifter, but not bad. And if I want to compete in another sport, of course I will be thinking about best weightlifters too, because you must demand impossible of your body. You demand impossible and you will get maximum. Yes? What is a maximum? This is Rich Froning, this is Jason Kalipa. And if you want to compete with this guy, you must go in sports center. You must doing same what you was doing for prepare for Olympic Games. we will see you next year in April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's exciting info. Well, until next time, here we're at the 2014 Mr. Olympia Expo. Dmitry, I want to thank you very much for the interview. And until 2016 in Rio, look for this guy on the platform to dominate and take hopefully some gold medals to add to that silver medal from 2008. Thank you, man.
It's a little bit difficult.
Yeah. Be sure to follow Dmitry Klokov on Instagram at KlokovD. Check out his Winter Sportswear company as well. Some great training apparel for you there. Again, barbell1.com is a sponsor of Muscle Science Application. Design your own custom recover roller for advanced self-myofascial release at barbell1.com.